What's up guys, Kevin here with Overland, Florida. We're having a party this weekend at Ginnie Springs. Just gonna walk you through the campsite a little bit. We have John and Patty right here camped out. We got Josh and Jamie over there in F-150. Right here we have Ty with his son Dylan. Awesome Lexus, by the way. We'll give a little tour of that later. Walking past, we have David in his Tacoma. On the other side of David's truck, we have Ron and Christina in the 4Runner and camper. Over here we have Sam that came from Valdosta, Georgia, sleeping in the hammock tonight. We have my truck right here, Ryan's F-150. We have Josh's Tacoma with the rooftop tent. And as you can tell, we got an awesome site right on the water. Thanks to Dee and Bill. They're out right now in the Jeep, but this is their awesome homemade camper they made. We'll give you a little tour later. But we're all ready. We got some paddle boards, some kayaks, some floatables, and we're gonna head up to the main spring and put in. This is the hardest part right here. Not for Sam though. Sam's got this. Oh, I can't breathe.
That didn't work out.
Gotta do the flop. Oh, there we go. Breathe, breathe. All right, we got the gang in the water. It's time to head out to the river, join all these guys, and we're gonna go 3/4 of a mile back down to the campsite and get back out.
Just if you don't mind, throw them in the bed of the truck. Do a backflip off that top end. Go up Cobbler? Yeah. I'll fill up your truck. I still got 3/4 of a tank. That's
So as you go down the river, there's numerous springs on the left and right side. So this is the entrance to a spring. So we're trying to swim against the current and go into the spring. Meanwhile, there's a nice rope swing over there with a line of people. There's Ron offering a nice tow service to people that missed the exit. Oh man, this current is so strong.
Oh! Whoa! Watch out for that snake, Kevin. Wait. Go. It was right there by that tree. No.
All right, so here's Dylan, and Dylan got a really cool snorkel. I think he got it at Costco. Yeah, so show us how this snorkel works. So we made it to the Dogwood Spring, and we're just chilling out. This is the coolest thing about Ginnie Springs, is anywhere along the river in the springs, you can set up camp. So people have camps set up all along the spring here. And the even cooler thing is, it's a private campground, so you don't have the traditional state park rules of, you know, quiet time, 10 o'clock at night. They actually have lights in the springs, so you can come down here anytime at the night, the morning, whenever, and swim in the spring. Come down here, have some drinks, you can have alcohol. So it's a fun place to come party, especially if you have a group of people.
Yeah.
All right, we got Ron paddleboarding for the first time. We had Ron paddleboarding for the first time. We have Ron attempting to get on the paddleboard, take 3.
Take 3. Alright, now I'm near the... Use your good eye.
No hands.
Alright. Use your dick. Use your good eye, Ron. I guess. Stare it down. That's about what I was looking at.
Hey, that's cheating.
Whoa, Okay, that's a loving wife.
That doesn't look very comfortable.
That's more of a knee board. Do a kick flip. Put your paddle. I think you can ride some waves on that.
Put your paddle in the water.
Yeah, put your paddle in the water.
So there's David. We are leaving the spring. We're back in the river. And we got to kick and paddle as strong as we can. And we're going over here to this rope swing.
Come on, Gustavo. I kind of want to get out to that branch again.
All right, we got Josh climbing the tree up here.
Keep on going. Do it back.
Yes, that's exactly what I was gonna do.
No, you weren't. No, you weren't. Lies. Throne of lies.
Rope climb, yes.
All the way up and jump from the top.
All right, Peanut Gallery, let's go see you do it.
Just rope climb.
Let's see you do it. Don't talk about it, be about it. Do a backflip, double gainer. Get up here. I'm too fat. My Obamacare don't kick in until next month. Whoa! Pearl! No, this is not. I don't like this. What is happening? What's happening? Now jump! She said she's gonna get to the top and jump and make Josh look bad.
Rescue divers on standby.
Okay, ease your way down, please.
Uh-oh.
Do it!
Uh-oh.
No, you're good. Do it!
Beat the record! It's like the people that dance on the stars from the ceiling. Yeah, when thank you for comparing me to them.
So everybody's still coming down the river. And this is one of the best parts. Here's our campsite. So you literally just walk up to the spring, put in, take as long as you want floating down. It's almost 3/4 of a mile, I think. Then you get right out at your campsite. And if you're cold, you sit right next to a fire. So it's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon. This place is pretty packed. We went swimming on and off for most of the day. Ty's over here with Dylan, cooking a little snack. In a little bit, Ron and I are gonna start cooking dinner. We're gonna have chicken, rice, hibachi style, pineapple, and maybe some French fries on the grill tonight. This is an awesome campsite. Like I said, you got the hammock set up right here on the water. You can hang out and take naps. We can sleep here all night long. Got paddle boards and kayak right there, so you can just go up the river and float all the way back down to the campsite. You don't have to go anywhere or transport them. So I think I found my next purchase. This is a Braun Light from Harbor Freight, out of all places. Just by holding it, it seems like quality, something that would not be from Harbor Freight. It is USB rechargeable, and Bill says that he can leave it on all night for a couple nights before it needs to be charged again. There's 3 settings, and I plan on placing this just on the side of the truck anywhere underneath the awning, just lighting up the campsite. So I think I'm gonna buy a few of these. They probably make good good Christmas gifts in the future for the outdoorsman or camper too.
That was a nice throw. Did that touch it?
No.
So tonight we're going to be making some grilled pineapple and grilled chicken for Josh, and then for the rest of us we're going to be having rice with pineapple and a teriyaki sauce cooked up in the scuttle.
You could start responding in the water tender. I had responded to 3.
While the chicken is marinating on the plates, we got the rice going right now. It's like 10-minute rice, so we're gonna let it boil, take it off the heat, put the cover on, just let it sit for a while. But while we're cooking, shout out to West Georgia Overland, Gulf Coast Overland, Venture Merch. If you have anything you want to sell, go ahead and check out Venture Merch. Follow him on Instagram first. Of course, you got me, Roaming Gladiator Overland. I'm gonna go camping with him in November, so you'll be able to see his new Jeep truck. Looks pretty nice. This is just a shout out to all the weekend warriors out there. Ron got that sticker for me. We got River Rock Adventure and Travel and Embark Overland. So shout out to you guys. You guys sent me some stickers in the mail, or we traded patches.
I'm like, where are you going with that? I'm throwing it in the boiling water. Like, ah! I think I was like 6 years old, 5 years old. Oh my God.
We got bacon wrapped asparagus. We got some sweet peppers, hamburgers. I've got 2 already cooked with Swiss cheese on onions. And that's the way we're gonna eat it.
Looks delicious.
Yeah, it looks good.
I can't say I've ever seen bacon wrapped asparagus before.
Oh, there you go.
No.
I'm gonna give you one.
All right.
You like asparagus?
Oh, I love
Oh,
asparagus.
so you're gonna try that.
Nicole makes great asparagus.
Oh, so you'll like it. You'll like it.
Usually
All
do
right.
them with a fire. This is
The fire?
first time
Okay.
we've done them on the
Yeah,
grill.
everything's on the grill tonight.
All right.
Let's look at the
You
street.
gotta come down to where we are, our beach.
See with Morris, yeah.
No, it's nice. No,
Oh, really?
grass.
And for the final moments, it is time to add the rice to the chicken and pineapple. I wish you guys could smell this through the camera. It smells amazing with that teriyaki sauce on there. You want me to turn this heat down just a little bit?
Yeah.
Looking good over there.
Thank you to John for letting us use his Timbo tusk.
I turn the heat all the way up.
Oh, come on, it's not too mine yet, so we'll use it if we can.
It's the party town.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, no.
Totally different.
I have a ton of friends like my age, and they're all about like, oh, let's go to St. Pete.
Oh, it's
like-
crazy, yeah.
Cool. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, this is brown rice. Yeah.
So Bill made bacon wrapped asparagus for us. So I cut it up in thirds. Myself, Ron, and Christina are gonna try it. But before I do that, Josh donated a bottle of Fireball, so I'm kind of obligated to do this first. All right, I know you guys are mid-bite, but go ahead and take you a section. Pick a section, any section. All right.
A little camper I built, and it's a tri-fold memory foam mattress, and I had to cut it down a little bit, shorten it.
Wall-to-wall bed, man.
Super comfortable.
Get some ideas.
All right, so we have Dylan here. He's been helping us cook. He actually cracked all the eggs for breakfast. And I just bought a Dutch oven. It came 2 days ago from Amazon Prime. Tonight we're actually gonna make a blueberry peach cobbler. We made it last night and it turned out great. I just used the wrong pie crust. So today we got the right pie crust, and I cannot wait to cook this for everybody. So we're gonna do something different this time. Ron decided we got 4 pie crusts. So we're gonna do a pie crust, a layer of fruit, pie crust, a layer of fruit, and then the final pie crust on it. So here go the blueberries on top of the peaches. You know what, you're probably gonna need a spoon because I'm sure it's probably stuck in there. It's all sticky.
Like this, and he makes it go all the way over. I climb onto the top like it. And I'm like, now he's floating too. The boat's upside down. I'm the only one on it by myself looking around.
So unfortunately, we made this last night, but Dylan fell asleep before he could eat it. So we're gonna start a little earlier tonight and keep him up so he can try it. So the ratio we're using is 3 cans of peaches to 2 large cans of blueberries. All right, so we got some more peaches, some more blueberries, and brown sugar. Yep, after this, it's the final layer of peaches and blueberries, and then the final pie crust. So we have the Dutch oven in the fire. This is actually a size 12 Dutch oven, and there's a lot of stuff in there, so it's gonna take a while to cook. So we're probably gonna leave it in here for about 40 minutes, rotating it. And Dylan actually prepared this for us, and he's actually cooking marshmallows right now. Jumbo marshmallows at that. It's huge. All right, so what are you making?
A deer beer.
What the hell is a deer beer?
Jaeger with beer.
Jaeger with Michelob Ultra. All right.
Some other place. Three big waterfalls. How the Finger Lakes area is. Yeah. How was the Finger Lakes?
Chill with marshmallows, man.
That's it. He's toast. He's cut off for the rest of the night.
Hold that for me. Thank you.
I've got some mini fireballs.
That's the first time I ever had the Jack Daniels version. Fireball and the Crown Royal apple, half shot each, perfect.
So we finished the cobbler in the Dutch oven, so now it's time for a shot.
Yeah. You know the limits to your bike. If you don't do it.
So Ron bought so much crushed ice earlier, he cannot find his beer.
Found.
Anyway, this is an excellent cooler if you're looking for a low-cost cooler. Ozark Trail from Walmart. It's the soft cooler. And that is the 55 quart Ozark Trail from Walmart. And beats a Yeti. Can't beat those prices. Alright, so here we are. Blueberry peach cobbler. At like 11 o'clock at night.
This looks so much better than...
Yeah, last night we didn't have the right pie crust, but it still tasted as well.
Look at how much with the butter.
This looks
it's not
legit
sticking
right
to
there.
the pot.
Yes, look at that.
That's
the
legit
butter.
right there.
Butter is key.
Experience, that's what that is.
So as you can tell, the peach cobbler was a hit. There's none left, and it's about 12:15, and there's only 3 people left. We have David, and we have Ron and myself. So that means it's time for a shot, and then we're going to the spring. So it is 12:35, and if you can hear in the background, this park is very much awake. This is kind of like the college hangout area. We have nighttime volleyball going on, which I'm probably going to join in because I love volleyball. I did that in high school. And the springs are lit up at nighttime. If you watch my Instagram, you'll see awesome pictures of this at nighttime. Usually we go down here about 1 o'clock in the morning, get in the spring for about 20-25 minutes, head back to the campsite, put stuff away, and then we sleep. So I'm going to walk down the stairs right now, if I can. We've had a few shots before we came out here. The water is about 72 degrees all year long. It's an initial shock when you first get in, but once you're in and the outside air is pretty cool, you feel really warm for about 25 minutes or so. So I don't know if it's the Jack Daniels talking, but Ron and I walked to the spring and we saw some people kayaking, and there's still people to this hour, about 1 o'clock in the morning, going up and down the river in floats. So we're gonna use this paddleboard and this kayak. We're actually gonna go up the river and go into one of the springs and just float and hang out. And it is actually a full moon. Is it a harvest moon? What is it called?
Harvest moon.
Yeah, I think it's a harvest moon, so you can actually see across the river without any lights. It's maybe, at the most, maybe a quarter mile, but we have to go against the current, so it's gonna be a little strong. But it's gonna be very beautiful, watching the moon. So unfortunately this GoPro doesn't do justice, but the moon is so bright that we actually can turn our headlamps off and we can see both sides of the river all the way up and all the way down. Plus there's light coming in from everybody's campsites, all their fires, and everybody's still awake. We just passed the last turn, and probably in 40 yards we're gonna take the turn into the spring, and the spring is all lit up by lights, so it's gonna be pretty cool when we roll in there. So this is Dogwood Spring, and as you can hear, It is about maybe 1:15 in the morning and the party is still live. I know the GoPro doesn't film really good at nighttime, but I can assure you there are people lined up. There's campfires, campsites all along down here, and everybody's well awake. I know you can't see, but there's actually a cave that goes down where the water comes up. It is awesome. It's really fun to snorkel down in, but it's at nighttime and Ron's right over there on the paddleboard. And we're just chilling in the spring. I'm going from the kayak to the paddleboard, and Ron's going from the paddleboard to the kayak. This is the worst idea ever, but well, it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning, so it's probably not horrible. Oh crap, I made it. And Ron's in the water. Ron didn't have any faith in himself. All right, so we made it to the paddleboard.
Now, so now you gotta flip around.
Yeah, no, it's fine. This ain't my first rodeo, it's just my second. But this is, oh crap, almost lost my flip-flops. But this is a really nice paddleboard. This is Boat brand, and it is top of the line, let me tell you. So thank you, Christina, for letting us borrow this after the fact. There's Ron right there, and we're probably gonna head back to the campsite because everybody else is passed out sleeping besides David at this point. He's by the fire, so we're gonna go warm up by the fire, and then we're probably gonna go to bed because we have to wake up at about 7:30 in the morning because I'm gonna make a mountain man breakfast. And Ron's gonna wake up too, hopefully. If not, I guess I'll have to wake him up. All right, so we made it back to the campsite safe. David's still up. He's got the fire going, so we're gonna dry off, warm up, and then probably head to bed. So it's bright and early the next morning. We have Chef Dylan preparing the eggs.
Hi.
In the Dutch oven, we already have sausage, potatoes, and onions right now.
That's what I sounded like.
You know, so he.
Well, breakfast was delicious. It's that time. Start packing up. Some people have already rolled out, and the weather today is just beautiful. So I'm all packed up, and this is pretty much all I bring. I have a refrigerator, all my cooking stuff, food, utensils, all that stuff fits in this green box. I have these 2 little rugs that we use when we're glamping, propane tank, and the Dutch oven, some folding chairs, and my little float for going through the springs and down the river. But that's pretty much all I brought this weekend. All right, guys, well, that's a wrap. That was so much fun. And Josh, I don't have your phone number, so I couldn't text you, but you left your hammock here. Got it for you. Not that I would have service to text you and tell you anyway. We'll see you later. Thanks, Ty. Thanks, Dylan, for cooking. That is an awesome Lexus, by the way. All right, we're heading out. Back down south of Tampa.